Hello and welcome. That was Anna rocking out there. We can come down in a second. How is everybody? We've got the event thread, we've got comment tracker running. Just like I can see Lindsay, hello, and Tanya and Mary and Shell. I'm going to come to everyone else. We're going to come to Anna in a second. We've got Travis here. You on camera, Travis? Sporting the best of beards. I can't see him yet, but he's here as well, and I'm here. So, half an hour show. Those of you in the Plus Your Business Academy private community, we got a new level 5 person just arrived, who's Anna, and that's we're going to come. Do you want to wave, Anna? We're going to come and say hello, just very quick. There we go, Anna's there. So here's the plan, folks. Lots of changes in PYB, and things come together. This is very much about the Academy. The Academy isn't only Google Plus, isn't only Google products and services. It's also increasingly going to be bringing in the authorities on certain subjects. And guess what we're doing today? Pinterest. Because that's what Anna Bennett has got first page results for, and not just that, she consults companies and she's got courses and she's got so much she's got going on. We met in real life in San Diego. I was in real life. We met in San Diego. And we got together, chatted with her and her husband Chris. They're fantastic people. They are very, very smart in what they're doing. So we're going to be sort of asking Anna not just about Pinterest, but also she's out there and she's working with a lot of companies. So why don't we say hello to you, Anna, and then we'll come to some shout-outs and things. How are you doing?
Hello, hello, Martin.
Good. Where are you? Let everyone know where you are, and then we'll come back to you in a minute.
I am in Vancouver, Canada. I am a Canuck, so go Canucks.
There you go. So, and we'll talk very specifically about that. But Canadian on this time zone, which is really good. And we got Travis down in San Diego. Hello, Travis. You want to come in now? Always good. So, let's do the shout-outs first, and then we're going to chat with Anna, and then we're going to come to tips, and then I'm going to tell you a few things that are going on. A lot of you know what's been going on. It's all come together. It's good. Very positive. Travis, let's do this. So, that's actually the tip number 5. That's the 5th one. It's okay, which is me being cookie. There we go. These are the shout-outs. So that was from a different set, Travis, just you know. Shout-out to Brian Spiker in the level 1. Who's in level 1? So the first thing for everyone to know, I'm going to tell you now, is we're actually moving things about. We're going to be integrating everything, and we're going to have one main private community, and I'll be communicating that to the level 1 group over, well, either today or over the weekend. So there is a lot of change going on, but we are still absolutely here for you, and it's going to get better for everybody who's involved in the Academy. It's going to get tighter. Shell O'Connell, we've had lots of backs and forths. Shell's wonderful. Really connected in the local business community in Chicago area, and she is in Trailblazers, and she'll be going into the Pathfinder community soon too. Well, actually, the Pathfinder community is going to be moving, but that's another thing. But she's going to be moving on and up soon. And we've got Kath Dawson. I want to give a shout out to Kath, who's great. We've had contact this week. Great to be included in your book, Kath. If you are on the event thread, please plus mention the people who are here. And actually, Shell's there. And let them know that we are talking about them. And so I've known Kath for, I don't know, almost 2 years probably. She's in Bristol in the UK. It's great to see you there. Stephanie Callahan. I haven't seen you for a while, so I want to give you a shout out. Steph's brilliant at really supporting businesses, put in place a good marketing sales process. She uses software that we use, which is Infusionsoft, but she does lots of other things as well. And really, she's a coach that helps you adjust your mindset. So if you want to talk with anybody about business and online business, I think Steph's a really good person to connect with, and she's helped out Plus Your Business a lot over the time. So that's great shout outs. And then we have one more. We have a level 5. There we go. We have Anna Bennett. So Anna, for those that who don't know, with the Academy at level 5, in Trendsetters, we're looking at building the most authoritative network. Always gets me that word. Authoritative network on the planet, and we're bringing people in, and people at level 5 are the authority in something. And one of the methods that we use to judge is somebody an authority in something is what first page results do you get in search. As it happens, so I'm just going to use one example, and it was with James Dursley back, I don't know, November as soon as I heard that Anna had a #1 result for Pinterest consultant, my ears pricked up, and I went, "Wow, that's kind of cool." So Anna's got first week's results for these things, but there's we actually I interviewed her in level 4, which is great, on how she's built her authority, as well as we give a load of Pinterest tips. So realize everything I'm saying, we're broadening out the academy, we're bringing in the world's authorities in this subject, and there may be other people that are authorities in certain areas of Pinterest or not, but Anna is the person that I think that you lot need to connect with and understand, and she likes Google+. She's here, don't you, Anna? You like Google+?
Yes, Martin, I do.
Yes, that's the right answer. Well done. So let's talk about you. What do you do on a day-to-day basis?
We may have had a freeze up here.
You broke the internet then because I was laughing about that.
Okay.
You're back.
Repeat. You got cut off there, Martin. Sorry. So what was that question? Did you ask me a question?
What do you do on a day-to-day basis?
Oh my gosh, what don't I do on a day-to-day basis?
Well,
on a day-to-day basis.
We got a bit of a going on, just so you know. Oh, what's happening there? I don't know.
Okay, is it okay now?
Maybe. It's okay. Let's see.
Say, well, you know, in addition to, you know, managing my own business, I'm managing other people's accounts. I have coaching sessions that I do with some key entrepreneurs that just need me on a weekly basis. You know, just lots of stuff, lots of different stuff. You know, I also have another company called True North Marketing, so which I'm still a co-founder of. So we do a lot of sales training for a lot of the 500 Fortune companies here, especially in Canada, but also for Cisco, United States, and so forth, Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think this is one of the things, and one of the reasons why I wanted to bring you in and introduce you to the community is you're very professional. And Chris is very professional as well, and the way that you operate, I think, is lovely. And I can tell, I mean, you are doing something, even though you're talking with smaller businesses sometimes with Pinterest, you're doing something which is much bigger for these other companies, and you can see that. You can see in your professionalism that's how you display. And having met you in real life, you're super friendly, and you're kind of like out there, which is great. So what do you think, let's look at the first thing, because I think the sales thing is an interesting angle. What do you think people on Google Plus in particular, but then elsewhere, need to know about where Pinterest is going? What's happening?
Well, okay, so early this year they've released the promoted pins, which are ads. So, you know, small businesses definitely have a lot of opportunity to stand out and get some of that, you know, market share, get more website traffic and obviously sales. So promoted pins are really great. They're extremely affordable right now because it's still, you know, in its infancy. And so that's in terms of monetization. You know, Pinterest is actually, there's been some rumors about a buy button on their pins. So you know, I wouldn't doubt it if, you know, probably end of the year or early next year they'll have an IPO of some sort. But in terms of, you know, traffic, I mean, it's still, Pinterest has still securely positioned as the second largest referral of social traffic. So that's important to know.
So let me dive in. There's so many bits there. So thanks. Let's look at the first thing. Google AdWords. In the early days of AdWords, and I saw Gary Vaynerchuk talk about this, I was using AdWords 2002, 2003. When you get in early to an advertising platform that is auction-based, and I guess in a way probably we're talking, it's probably not dissimilar with Pinterest. Is that right, Promoted Pins? Is it auction-based?
Yeah, it is somewhat of an auction, but you know, you can set your budget in terms of clicks. You know, how many cents are you willing to invest? Yeah. And I've seen companies, literally small businesses, invest like $100, and they get several hundreds of clicks to their site. You know, they're paying like 15 cents, some 10 cents. So it depends on the competition, what you're competing with, because you are competing based on keywords.
Yeah. And that's so the point with it is, in the same way that in the early days of Google AdWords, you could buy really competitive keywords or clicks. at a rate which was the 5 cents, 10 cents, and so on. The opportunity with Pinterest is there now. So there's two parts, one of which is building up organically. So you build up your boards, and I'll ask Anna a bit more about that. We've covered it all in the level 4 stuff, so everybody, I went into a lot of detail with that for those that are in the academy. But the thing, Anna, is that the alternative is that you don't have to do it organically. You can buy the attention, and then you can get the click. So then we move to the next bit of the why. So why do we want people it's a loaded question. Does it work? Is it working that people are converting from that attention? They click on the thing and then they go into the website, and you look like a bunny in a headlights stand. You're like, yes, it works.
It definitely works. You know, what's interesting about the promoted pins that I've noticed is that, you know, when people just start out on Pinterest and they're trying to build their followers, you know, the whole point of getting followers is really get, you know, to get more click-throughs. So it's really important that when you start as a business on Pinterest that you want to get your site verified. That way you have access, because you have to apply for promoted pins. It's not something where you can just have instant access. You know, Pinterest has to approve you. Even the ads that you create has to be approved. It's, you know, very similar to Facebook, but I think that the way the promoted ads are just so much simpler. I mean, I like the whole simplicity of it because I'm not tech savvy, so it's really easy for me to explain to people how to use the ads. But yeah, I mean, you know, Pinterest has actually claimed that, you know, businesses are getting 30% more value in terms of ROI. So say, for example, you know, your budget is $100 a month. You know, the type of ROI that you're getting is really a, you know, 30% in jump in impressions, which is like $1.30. So you're getting 30% more value in your ads. But what's great about the ads too is that, you know, it shows that although it doesn't build followers quickly, and, you know, followers there's a different reason why you need to have followers. You know, you do definitely get a lot of repins, and the bottom line is you want to get click-throughs, right? You want people clicking through that image and getting to your site so you can sell your stuff.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So everybody here, realize what I'm saying is Google+, we've got social, we've got the leverage of the content into search if you're building the communities around your content, and a lot of you know we've been doing that for a while. But also, and Guy Kawasaki, I was at an event the other day that Guy did, and the change of frame for me, and Karen Chen was there and Georgia Marilyn were there, Pinterest is being treated like a search engine by the people that are using it. So we were, you know, very much Google-centric in terms of our mic, but actually, let's look. Twitter doesn't have the same search facility, or you wouldn't go there and look for homemade cakes or whatever. You wouldn't, but you would go to Pinterest. And you wouldn't look on Facebook for that. Facebook's got the social graph. So realize as these new systems emerge, as these new platforms emerge, I mean, I came across Pinterest, David Mayer Roberts actually, probably, I don't know, 3 years ago, three years ago probably. And maybe more, actually, 4 years ago. I remember when it went, and it was like, this is the next big thing. Why? Super visual, super clean, and very straightforward for people to use. So some of the advantages of these other platforms, it may suit your business to put time and attention there. And I'm a big fan of $100 tests. If you want to test on, do it properly though. Do the marketing right. Get advice. Ask questions. Anna's now in the academy as level 5, so I'm sure she'll be happy. Maybe we'll run something together or something in time and go through some of the pitfalls and ask Anna some questions. But you want to do it well. But you want to find out, does it work for your business? Because not all business, if you're selling certain things, you may find it's easier, better, you get more click-throughs, and then it's up to you what you do on your site than other things. So again, what I'm doing is opening our minds that the academies, including other social networks, other places we're going to reach, and we've got the experts here too, which is great. So thank you, Anna. Now I'm just going to come to tips, academy tips, and I can tell I got the weirder one. Travis, what we got this week? Level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for everybody. Okay, level 1 tip, real simple, and everything's on the Plus Your Business site to go into more detail to search for the keywords. Should you have a page? If you're a local business, yes. When we've got the local course which is running, we have around about 100 people being trained up as PYB local consultants as we speak. That's just the start, folks. I've got a big thing going, reaching into the real world. But should you have a page? If you're a local business, yes, definitely. One sec. If you are, if you've got a profile, don't rush to have a page. Don't rush to set up a brand page. Just get your feet, find your feet. Okay, great. Thank you, Travis. Number 2, level 2, relax and enjoy the ride. You're still building your map at level 2. It is a journey. It takes time. It's different here. So what I would say is, particularly if you're just starting, you've got to find your groove and relax and enjoy it. There's some lovely people around in the community, so connect with them. Okay, level 3, are you testing things? Particularly, are you tracking when you put posts out? Are they surfacing as search, personalized? Get together in little groups. Check out incognito. In level 4, we get a lot more into the incognito territories, but in level 3, you want to start testing, because it's the data that you are building up yourself that makes a tremendous difference to finding your own voice and your voice being heard in the wider world. When we get to level 4, we got give away something that's so valuable that people will think you're mad. You're not mad, you're patient. In level 4, it's very much about building that evangelism that allows the content to surface in search. So something of value is a great way to do it, and sometimes you've got to give a lot away in order for the amplification of the content to happen to get the top search results. Okay, number 5, level 5 tip. This is I was clearly kind of at a little bit hippie stage. What if the cosmos is a supercomputer in which every possibility is being calculated? That was my level 5 tip for this. That will make sense one day, eventually. Don't worry about it for now. It's okay. So level 5. Actually, it's about the decisions that we make. We make choices all the time. We can choose to do something or not to do something. And we're in it. And we're enjoying it. So as level 5, if you're in level 5, experiment, enjoy the ride at a different level. Okay. I checked in a weird tip at the end. Right. Anna, back to you. Pinterest. Talk to me about Google+. What people are not doing well. I mean, I don't do Pinterest well at all. I don't do. In fact, I've got my boards. I've got my personal / Martin Sherv and / plus your biz. I think we are over there because it was too long. Plus your business. We have it all there, but we're not doing much with it. What should we be doing with it?
Are you talking about what you should be doing on Pinterest, or what you should be doing with Pinterest and sharing on Google+? Sorry.
Anything. Why? What should I be doing? I need faith. Tell me that that by doing an action, I'm going to get more people visiting the site that would love what we've got going on. How do I do that? Do I take the Google+ post and pin it? In which case, how? Or what else should I be doing?
Okay. First, you know what? Let's talk about what we have to do with our blogs, what we have to do with our articles. You know, a frequently cited study states that, you know, visual content receives, you know, 94% more views, right? So, you know, if people are clicking in your article and they're you know, they don't see something besides words, most people are just probably going to bounce out of that. And why is that? You know, you talked about, you know, visual content marketing, I think, earlier, Martin, and how crucial that is. And, you know, I mean, even really, you know, Twitter has gone on the record, and you know, they even say, you know, it's really all about pictures now in terms of getting really high engagement. So, you know, for me, you know, as a writer, I mean, I'd even argue that, you know, visual aesthetics are definitely more important aspect of content marketing. High quality text and copy is so vital, really, for any business or service. But nothing to me communicates as effectively as just one really amazing picture, because it undoubtedly, you know, to me is the most powerful form of storytelling for any brand or service that can offer. So what I noticed is that, you know, a lot of articles and blogs that I go through, it's either, you know, their images aren't correct or their branding isn't correct, so they're not really standing out. So I think for some businesses, they need to take a step back and say, hey, you know, how can I stand out visually on Google+ and Pinterest? Because what's cool is, you know, when I share my like, say, if I share, you know, my blogs or my article on Google+, you know, Google+ immediately picks up my image. So, you know, you want to make sure that, you know, your images are properly sized. And I know for me, 735 width by about, you know, 1,200 pixels in length seems to be a good base for the size of an image that you can pin on Pinterest and also share on Google Plus. And when you're sharing,
let me dive in, just because I know Tanya's asking. So let's talk about the process. We've got the size, which is 735 by 1200, is a good size.
Yeah.
But what do you do? Post it on Google Plus first or Pinterest first?
Well, what you want to do is you want to, so you have your blog, pin the image from your blog, so you're pinning it on Pinterest, okay? And now what we're going to do is we're going to take the your website URL or your blog article, whatever that link is, and then share that on Google Plus.
Yeah, let me dive in, Anna. So basically, you're saying share them independently. Don't be linking from the Google Plus post into the Pinterest boards. You're just saying that make sure you use it as another distribution channel.
Exactly. You're just basically like what all social media marketers do, right? We're all leveraging our social networks to share our content. But yeah, I mean the image for that size works really well on Google Plus as well. And then on the comment section, make sure that you put the Pinterest URL on there. Pin it and read it for later. If it's a video that you're sharing, pin it and watch it for later. Put it on the comment section. Don't put it on the body of the Google Plus post because it's competing with the original source link. Yeah.
So I mean, it depends on that. It depends. Yeah. I mean, so I'm going to add in a tip. So I think that's great on the Pinterest. So on the Google Plus side of it, when you share, you want to use the link box. It will draw in if you put it above. You want to use the link box. Now, and that basically, because it clicks the image and goes through to the site, it kind of gets around any concerns. Now, I do have a question because it will come up. What about including the Pinterest link on your Google Plus? So not to compete, because you're still driving people through, the pin it for later bit that a lot of people do. What do you think about that? On Google Plus?
Put that on the comments section.
So put it on the Google Plus. So put it on the first comment on the Google Plus.
Exactly.
Okay. What about on Pinterest? Because that's what I thought you meant. On the Pinterest boards, should you also put a link to that Pinterest board or to anything else? Or is it links to your website, or is it just the case that they click it and it goes through? What should you have?
Yeah, so on your Pinterest, you can add a caption on your image. So on the pin description, what you want to do is always say something about what the image is about. What's the benefit? Because it's always about the Pinterest user, right? I mean, it's a very selfish platform, so you want to make it about them, and then always put a call to action to where you want them to go to, where they can learn more about your services. So I never put so when I put on my pin description, I'll always put click here to learn more, and then I'll want to put that link to wherever that article is or wherever that blog post is. Yeah. But I never put a link to Google Plus because it's like, well, that's not where my products and services are.
Right. This is great. So for everyone to know, because myself and Anna are on the same page with this. Your blog is at the center. Google Plus is a distribution and a conversation place. Pinterest is not as much the conversation, but you get a high click-through when you've got the right images because people will search, it will surface, and it's there as really an image-focused search engine. You want to think about that with one click through to your site. Mm-hmm. Because if you go to Google Images, you go to google.com and you search for something, you come across the images, you click on that, you'll find generally that you'll click, it will bring up a light box and it will say view image or view. You've actually got this extra click in place. So know that Pinterest is a shortcut between thought, typing in action, that's the thing, typing in action, right? Into the search box, surface the content, click, and you're going straight through to the site. Same thing on Google Plus. These are distribution mechanisms that give you direct access of a person seeing something, whether it's through a search or in the stream, then they click and they go to where you want them to be, which is your website. And I'm saying this because conceptually, people very often still are thinking, and Tanya pointed out, if you pin your Google Plus post, you're driving action back to Google Plus. Do you want them there, and are you actually respecting the nature of conversation, the style of that social platform? And this is one of the challenges of distributing Google Plus posts across other platforms, is that people are like, you're not treating me necessarily as being a thing. Now, there are certain times that I do it, and I think there's advantages to do it, and quotes and things like that's great, and brand building, but actually what you want people to your website. That's really what so much of this is about. So, great tips, Anna. Thank you.
All right.
Great. Now, coming on. So, Shell, first, I've got to say, before we'll bring up Shell first. What do we have here? I can't change my screen. Can you read it, Travis? For some reason, oh no, I can't blue box you. I don't know why. Could you read what it says? You're muted. You could. I can't read it. It's too little. I can't. Oh, no, I can now.
It's coming. Sorry.
I got it. I've got it. Is Pinterest more for people who want to sell via e-commerce, not who want to sell only locally? Local? What about local on Pinterest, Anna?
Locally. Okay, so she's talking e-commerce. So, you know, for me, I kind of look at e-commerce as something that is universal. I mean, if you're selling something online, unless you know, you don't want to ship your products, you know, say internationally, but no, it's definitely not just for e-commerce. But I mean, if you're like a local coffee shop, I'm not so sure that Pinterest is going to do, you know, amazingly well for you. You know, you may probably want to do Groupon or something.
Imagine, but you mentioned something which was an eye-opener about a link between Google search and Pinterest results in relation to you walked past. If you'd repinned, is this right? If you repin something from a local company and then you walk past their store, they were doing beacon testing. Is that right, Anna, or did I make that up?
If you're repinning someone's content,
then there was some sort of relationship. You mentioned, I think it was on the James Diddley show, that there was something that Google were doing. They were looking at that information and the potential for a voucher, for instance, to be pushed to the phone using a local beacon. Was that? I'll probably find that was confidential information that I shouldn't have given out. But it wasn't. I don't know. But the point is, Google's indexing content from Pinterest. They're looking at Pinterest and the relationship that you have with the people or the businesses on Pinterest. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, Google indexes your your boards. You know, these boards that we create on Pinterest. Google indexes that. I mean, Google doesn't index your Facebook post. It doesn't index your, which is why I'm so passionate about Pinterest, because it's just, to me, it's common sense to just use it for your business, because it literally, I mean, for me as a B2B, you know, I mean, to rank, you know, #1 as Pinterest expert and Pinterest consultant on Google because of Pinterest, that to me is just like a no-brainer. I mean, if I can do it as a B2B, what more of an e-commerce site that has a gazillion, you know, images?
Yeah.
But even, you know, as you know, I've talked about BuzzFeed. I mean, you know, Pinterest is like their second source of referral traffic.
And I think if you look at that, think about it. This is the thing. I want everyone's minds to start opening up, because we're going to be getting more in. I've got ideas of how we're going to get more active on Pinterest as well. It's a big platform, a lot of attention, a lot of people, and it's one click straight in from that search. So thank you, Anna. We're into our last minute, but we've got time for Spam of the Week, Travis. Only because this entertained me this week, and I was delighted because it was. Sometimes we get stuff in the communities, and I just want to say, and it's the cultural thing, and I didn't even delete the names on this one. Travis, have we got it? Spam of the week. Have we not got a picture of the spam? Have we not got the setup as well? So everyone knows we've got the picture of the spam? No? Last minute. This stuff comes into the community. This actually made it in, and I got rid of. Look for the mistake, and you'll be famous. Look for the bunny, and you'll be a junior educational. Anyway, it always entertains me. That's kind of that's the sort of spam. That's what we have to deal with sometimes. Things like that. No. Now, which leads me on to community and community management. Sometimes in Plus Your Business and in Plus Your Life, we're going to remove things, and people aren't going to go, why? Serve the community. The more you're in the academy, and people know this. Level 4, please serve the community with your content. Level 5, Anna, if it serves the community, please share away. For other people that are not as involved, then sometimes those posts are going to get removed. That one definitely would have got removed. But other ones are going to get removed as well, because you don't understand that it's been 2 years of community building. So when people turn up, you have to get into this. So take it slow, take it steady, become part of what we're doing. As you can tell, things are changing, things are coming together. Plus your life and plus your business are becoming closer. We've got more announcements on that, but the things I've been doing in this show, talking about the Academy, if you go to Plus Your Life, there's Academy images. If you go to Plus Your Business, there's Academy images. We're coming together as the Academy. This show is to support the members of the Academy, to support people that would like to be part of the Academy, and over the next week we're going to be making big announcements to make it easier for everybody to get involved and to sustain. And all being well, feel connected with myself and the people like Anna, who are level 5. We've got David Amnon, we've got Denny LaBelle, Mark Traphagen, Eric Eng is going to be joining us soon, Brian Honigman, Brian Carter. We've got lots of people who are coming. We've got Ronnie, and we've got Lee Smallwood, Social Network, and that. We've got the dream teams being built. We want to build the most authoritative network and support you to find your voice, to find and display your authority in the world and for your business, and we've got the local going on as well. There we go. Anna, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Martin. Thanks, Travis, for doing all the visuals behind the scenes.
Great, isn't it? Thank you, Travis.
My pleasure.
Thank you, dude. And thanks, everybody. Thanks to Sheila and to Michael and to Ray and to Nikki and to Tanya and to William and to Mary. And thanks for bringing up all the tips, Mary. And we've got quotes from Marilyn. And thanks to everybody who's involved. And we shall see you next week. Next week, guess what we're talking about? Oh, wait for it. Facebook marketing. Brian Carter has got a first page result for Facebook marketing. I'm bringing them in. The time's come. We need to discuss this, everybody. Let's look at how we can help everybody grow their business and improve their lives. Take care. I'll see you all next week.